Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's the Mac. Welcome back to another Wargame Design Studio game that I've actually covered before on the channel. It's the Battle of the Bulge, Bulge 44 it's called. Helpschnebel, Operation Helpschnebel in German. This game, man, I have already covered it on the channel, but I've had quite a lot of requests to do some more from this game. Because actually, it was 5 years ago. I can't believe it. It's one of the first Let's Plays I did, bunch I did. And that's 5 years ago I covered this game. And a lot has happened in this game since those 5 years. And I think even 5 years ago, this game was actually still called John Tiller Software. This was before Wargame Design Studio actually took over the catalog and continued the legacy of our late John Tiller. So, it's actually pretty good to do a coverage of this game now, 5 years later. What has happened? How has the graphics improved? Has the gameplay improved? And what have they done? And it's a lot. A lot has happened in this game since back in the day. I actually, went back and looked at some of my old videos 5 years ago. And the game looks quite different now. They didn't have the 2D zoom in mode. I think they have improved the 3D graphics a bit. There's new toolbars. There are more functions in the game that was then, and a bunch. We're gonna have a look at that, the change log. We could do that right off the bat and just see what happened here. So. It's currently standing at the 404 version now. I just don't remember what version that was when I played 5 years ago, but I guess it would have been maybe, I think they called them gold editions and stuff. When they were starting to, I think it was a gold edition release. I'm not sure. You guys have to go back and check my old playlists. We're standing at the 404. Every single Panzer Campaign title is now updated to the 404. That's the new standard, and this is a full release, so you can read yourselves, but they've fixed some bugs. The enhancements are that units are not penalized with night fatigue when moving by rail. That was apparently a problem for a long time. They have dynamic NATO counters drawing on the hex info display. This is the same as Panzer Battle's implementation, and the NATO counter on the unit card will highlight when appropriate. So this is for easier viewing. New unit boxes to improve the text, and new unit box back image to improve the legibility of text. So, and the old patch 403 was that it restored the AI's ability to trigger the wire bridge destruction. It corrected the bug where obstacles could be revealed in the fog of war by clicking on the hex. I never actually experienced that, but that was apparently a problem. Added a pop-up warning message of optional rule program weather is selected, but no weather data files present. Okay, that's good. Fixed a bug where advance and assault was not triggered, wired hex side bridge demolition. Okay. Restored the next stack, previous stack functionality. Okay, fixed the rear crash to desktop issue when range shading was selected. Okay. They have updated the weather data file for December 17th. And the 402 was quite a lot as well, And the 401 was actually the really big one when they did all the improvements, the graphic-wise, I think. And, it's been a lot happening in this game. This game is, the strength of this title is probably the big campaigns, because it's really in deep covered here, and they have that this one here, the Brian Jennings design in the scenario, is the ultimate experience of Helpschnebel. It's really well revised and detailed and stuff, and there's actually I think there are some documentations within the game talking about this, and I think it's broken down into company size and platoon size forces. It's an experience. It's 198. It's 198 turns. I think it's best played versus human opponent, of course. But it's very well received and researched. That very cool experience to duke it through that one. They also have the standard. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there at the top, maybe. Yeah, here. So these are the original ones. 162 Battle of the Bulge. They have alternate with that different kinds of optional rules. They have one with maximum effort, increased allied forces. They have one called maximum forces, and the alternate version of that, and then it starts to split up in the different sections that you usually get in the Wargame Design Studio games. They pinpoint on a certain location, you get to fight that instead of playing the whole thing. Nobody. I mean, it'll take a long time to duke it out, those 198 or 160 turns. Anyway, I have covered. Let's see which one I covered. I think I did the southern flank in my old Let's Play, and I also did Saint Vith. Yeah, these two I have covered. But I was thinking of doing something completely new, and this is from request of the channel. I'm thinking of doing Peiper's raid. The Peiper is paid. The Peiper raid. This was the main effort of the German attack. This could be interesting to try out now that the game is at its newest version. This is playable versus the AI, so it'd be fun to give that a shot. So everybody who is familiar with the Battle of the Bulge and the exploits, what happened there, is probably knows about Joseph Peiper, the commander of the 1st SS Panzer Division. What happened there? He was the spearhead. He was meant to just sort of be the spearhead of the main division, smash through and race to the objectives there to capture those, to get bridgeheads and capture those, to just cut off the Allied forces in the region, and then go up north. So he had a wild ride, man, and but he was ultimately stopped due to there was problems. It was fuel. It was he misjudged opposition at certain points and stuff, and it was just doomed to failure. I mean, smashing through that far with just one force with no flank protection was just was part of a suicide mission. But but the Germans thought that they were going to pull that one off, but they gravely underestimate the tenacity and the defense of the Americans here. So we're going to be doing that, man. It's 38 turns. It could be somewhat extensive Let's Play. We'll see how fast we can get it going. I haven't actually played before. It's going to be blind playthrough, so it's going to be fun to see how it's depicted here. So it's December 16th, 1944. It's a medium map. Location is West Wall. So this scenario was designed for you to follow in Peiper's footsteps, although having much more information and hindsight from 50 years ago may give you an edge. It can also be played head-to-head. Scenario briefing. The first SS Liebestandards out of Hitler, that's LAH. Panzer Division was the strongest fighting unit in the 6th Panzer Army. Undulated by any large influx of untrained replacements, it had an available armored strength in the 16th of about 100 tanks, equally divided between Mark 4s, Panthers, plus 42 Tiger tanks, man, belonging to the 501st SS Panzer Detachment. The road net in the 6th Panzer Army would not permit the commitment of the 1st SS Panzer Division, even if 2 of the 5 roads allocated the army were employed. The division was therefore divided into 4 columns, or Kampfgruppen. The first, commanded by Colonel Peiper, contained the bulk of the 1st Panzer Regiment and thus represented the armored spearhead of the division. The original route for Peiper's Kampfgruppe was Route D, assigned by the 6th SS Panzer Corps. Peiper could not follow the route exactly, as given for a variety of reasons. The actual route he took was Losheim, Lanzerath, Honsfeld, Bullingen, Moderschreit, Ligneville. Here the road divided. Peiper had a precisely defined mission in his camp group was to seize the Meuse River crossing at Huy, making full use of the element of surprise and driving west without regard to any flank protection. Therefore, his path lay straight ahead through Stavelot, Trois Points, Vermont, Uffret, Seny, and Huy, a distance of some 50 miles. Yeah, and he committed a lot of war crimes as well. These guys, they massacred a lot of American soldiers at Stavelot. Those like unarmed. It was terrible. Only a few short miles to the north lay Malmedy and the road to Spa and Liège. Malmedy and the Meuse crossing sites in the vicinity of Liège, however, were in the zone assigned the 12th SS Panzer Division. Whatever timetable he was using, if indeed he had any precise timetable in mind, his Kampfgruppe was making good progress, and the element of surprise, as shown with the lack of any formal resistance, was working to his advantage. This explains why Peiper stuck to his route. So, okay, so there's something about explicit supply rules on. I'm not sure we're going to be doing that, and there's some default rules here. So let's get this one started here. So Alice going to be Fog War. We're going to be that. We're going to have default rules. And so what are default? Artillery setup, recon spotting, virtual supply trucks. Virtual supply trucks is on as default. Don't know what he actually said about that. Might not make much of a difference. Low visibility, quality, fatigue modifier, counter battery, night fatigue, limited air recon. Yeah, we're not going to have much here. So let's see. Virtual supply trucks. Yeah, all right. Let's just try it. Fire it up. Here we go. 5 years later, I'm back. 1 out of 7 headquarters is out of command. So that's good. Starts off good. Here we go. So this is the new. Look at 3D, man. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at some stuff. What is actually new here? View, I would imagine. No. Settings. Graphic unit icons. Okay, so that's how you can see them there. Okay. Yeah. I think I prefer this. What else? Is action speed. Got the sound. Map contours. Toolbar is the new one. Scrolling is auto scroll. Ask before advancing. I like that to be turned on. Okay, what else? So yeah, kind of not. I think I used to play in this. I mean, this was like the maximum zoom out before, but now you can do this. So as you all know, who has been following. All right, so here we are, man. So we will have this parachute division, the 3rd Fallschirmjäger division. So they were here. So as you can see, the objectives. Here are these objectives that Peiper was going at. Here's Stavelot, and he went down here, Trois Points. He was actually repulsed a bit from Trois Points, but then he captured it. And then here, he was running into trouble. This is where he basically got stopped. So we're gonna have to try and go through and exit the hex. That's gonna be tough. So where's the old man? That's Monk. He's actually the headquarters of the first. He's the main commander of the whole division. So Peiper should be here. He's actually out of command. He's actually just in charge of the 1st SS Panzer Regiment. And this is what we got. They're all spread out. They're fixed. And there's a reason for it. they were released. So these divisions in the front, we have the Fallschirmjägers, we have a Volksgrenadier division, and we have the 227th Infantry Division. They were meant to clear the defenses of the Americans on these ridges here. Just open up this road so this armored spearhead could smash through here and just, you know, actually the whole division, the whole 1st SS was supposed to go through and race forward, basically. So we're going to see that, man. See if we can pull that one off. Let's have a look at what is victory levels. 5,000 for Major. Woo! Oh, man. Okay. So what do we got? We got 50 points. We got 50, 150, 250 there. 300, 350, 450, 550, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,002, 1,003, 1,005. So 1,500 points just objectives. That's not going to get us anywhere. That's still a major defeat. So we need to cause huge amount of casualties on the Americans. See how that's going to go. Let's have a look at the perimeter data. Always important to check it. So daytime is 6 o'clock. What time does it actually start? It starts at 6 o'clock. All right. Dusk, nightfall is at 1800s. 2 hour turns. 2 hours per turn. 4 hour night turns. There's no dusk or dawn turn, so it'll be pitch black pretty fast. Stacking limit is 350 men on the road, and a maximum of 1,600 or hex. That's a lot. So we have miscellaneous stuff. Not really important. Bridge values could be very important. Yeah, so the Germans were lacking a lot of bridging equipment, especially in this sector, which caused a lot of problems. Artillery values, combat losses. Okay. Don't really know how much of this is important right now. Terrain combat, combat modifiers. Yes, so that's actually on the map as well. All right, let's kick it off. So what happened here? Basically, if you zoom out, these 3 divisions were basically attacking this general area to smash through and open up this. And there was actually a lot of heavy fighting going on here. This Trinket and the Rockcraft, this ridge or this forest was heavily defended, and the Americans were very successful in stopping the Germans here delaying them for a long time. They were struggling here, man. The only real breakthrough they had was with the Peiper's sort of troop. It took many days for them to get in here. The Americans also had a lot of artillery in this sector, so this is going to be a tough one to pull off, I think. What do we have here? We have Dietrich is the main man here. Okay, and he has quite an extensive command range. So does he, and so that is Price, and they have a very good command range. So does Peiper. There's a lot of forces here, man, and these have very good command ranges. So there's some hexes that are off limits here, which means we can't sort of outflank the Yanks there. All right, so no real problems with command ranges. We have pretty good. I don't think the headquarters need to move at all. Right, so we see nothing on the field. We have a visibility. What's the visibility, anyways? Weather. 1 kilometer, snowy conditions. Okay, so pretty bad visibility. This was actually one of the first engagements of the whole operation. Was actually some Fallschirmjägers marching boldly up the road and being attacked by these American sentry posts here. That was just the kickoff of the whole thing, basically. Um, so we're going to be trying to do this. We're going to have to. We don't have any recon capabilities at all. So look at these divisions. So we have these guys are pretty bad. Morale D, man. So we have just your standard infantry battalions, 640 men pop there. We have some Jagdpanzers in the woods. Okay, anti-tank guns. We have our pioneers in the back, which is kind of strange. And artillery, divisional artillery there. We have some core artillery as well. I wonder. These are noble werfers, yeah. Core troops, yeah. So they all belong to each other. What's this? This belongs to the 1st SS Corps. Volksartillerie Corps. 75 light howitzers there. We have these siege guns. Army artillery. Okay, pretty 35.5 centimeter howitzers. Jeez. And this is a Mercer. It's like a mortar gun. 30.5. Huge bangs with this. Range 10 only, yeah. That one has 20. What's this in the back? This is 1st SS Panzer Corps as well. Part of that. Good leaders though. Morale A and stuff. Morale B. Alright. So we have some additional assets of artillery here, besides the divisional artillery. All right, so all we need to do is just scout forward and see if we can spot the Americans. We're going to start moving out. Right, we don't have, where's my engineers here? Okay, pioneers. They can't even get to the front there, so going to have to use them. We're just going to have to advance. Let's take, so we have the, how many was it? 1,600 men. Yeah, there's only like 1,200 there. So we could just sort of try to funnel through here. Let's advance. Should probably work together. All right, here we go. 99th Infantry, yeah, that's right. The 99th Infantry was defending this ridge. They're actually motorized infantry there. So they're spotting them. I guess these guys could go into the woods. Right, first casualties. They're in the forest and they're in trenches. Wow, they are in pretty good defensive positions there. We have these tanks. 4 vehicles. All right, let's get them down here, maybe. Okay. Okay. We're taking casualties here. We got our pioneers up. Start clearing some obstacles. This would be a reserve force. Probably want to mix them up with something. One of these to get them more powerful. Okay, anti-tank guns, not really useful right now. Artillery and stuff, okay. Let's see, we have the 12th Volksgrenadier Division. These guys are morale B, so they have, they are a bit more experienced. Right, let's advance. Okay, immediately we got some forces there. Engineers. We have some Stug 3Gs. Well, we just need to advance. Could probably want to use the woods to our advantage. Let's wait with the tanks. Let's get these guys forward. Right, there's forces everywhere. They're in the village and trenches. Okay. Let's just not pull everything forward. We want to do some barrages as well. Get them disrupted. Right, the Falklandsjägers. What do we got? We have some pioneers. We'll be good to clear some roads, I guess. Let's move them in there. Okay, we got hit by some guns. Let's advance with these Falcon Jaggers. Let's not be too hasty. I want to use my artillery. We want to get some disruption on the enemy before we move in forces. I think that's about it. That's all I can get forward. I can move them, but I'm going to wait. I quickly switch to artillery here and see what we can do. All right, here we go. 227th Infantry Division artillery assets. We have 100 of those 105mm standard guns. Well, just they all have the same kind of defense. Let's just start working artillery barrages here. One man. Not very powerful artillery to dislodge them with. These are more badass. These 15cm Nervenwerfers. 20 versus soft, 8 versus hard. Well, they can actually reach this as well. Oh well, I think they should be helping these guys out. Let's attack the guns first. Fatigue. 2 guns disruption. I like it. These will go for the armored cars in here. Oh yeah! Let's quickly switch up here and fire a salvo. One man. Alright. Okay, here we go. We got. What's the range of these? 7. So they must be just within range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Okay, none of these units are disrupted, so we need to start hammering here. Yes, 1 unit. Okay, here we go with 12 Volksgrenadier Division's artillery assets. Definitely hit them. Hope for good rolls. They are not disrupted there as well. Let's hit the town, Losheim. Okay, heavier guns. Let's hit the town. Divide the firepower there. 2 men, alright. Falcon Jaggers, they have some heavy guns to support. Okay, but they are mass disrupted there, so that's fine. Let's try and knock out some of these guns. Fatigue. Let's hit the vehicles. It's fatigue. 12cm mortars, man. Very good versus soft. Let's see if we can knock some guns out. 36 tubes. Disruption. Good. See the vehicles. Oh, yeah. That's what we want. Heavy siege guns. Let's fire on this. 1 man. 1 man. And we have some more assets. These is a mix of 150, 152, so they are probably Russian captured guns. 1 unit disrupt us, hit them. No effect, and only 8 guns here. Ooh, and some 105 length 52 K18 guns. Only 6 guns, man. Ooh, All right, here we go. We have some heavy warfares. Let's hit some of these. Hopefully get something disrupted here. Nope. What's this? Oh, those are those Volksartillerie Corps. 388th. Okay. 75mm guns, man. They're pretty weak. Let's hammer this. No effect, man. Ooh. Jaggers, they have managed to disrupt everything here, so, but we could still cause fatigue and damage. Ooh, to get a gun. More warfers. I think I want to concentrate on this objective here. Yes! No. Big ass siege guns. One man. No effect. Alright. And those heavy mortars. Well, this would be good to break these guys. No way, no way. Okay. And we have some more core assets. 18 guns, though. That's pretty good. Well, these guys are stubborn here. Let's hit them. One man. Two men. And last but not least, we have something. 107 K18. SS Artillerie 501. 10 guns. Good range on those. Still haven't got them disrupted. Smash. Oh, yes! They're disrupted. Let's hopefully get one of these units disrupted here. No. And then we have those. They're fixed. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so he's disrupted. Let's move in the... so we don't want to cause... We don't want to have too much... We don't want to let the enemy to have too much of a opportunity fire going, because that's going to be to our disadvantage. Because our troops will probably very easily get disrupted, especially these guys. You just basically want to line them up for good assaults. I think that would be the best. Not to exchange too much fire, because he has a lot better defense than we have. We just need to get him disrupted and then just go for assaults, basically. But 638 men. They only have assault 10. These are huge battalions. Or probably just standard battalions, full strength. These are not, well, they probably are. These are 700 men a pop, so they're probably full strength. Let's see if I can get this unit in here. Okay, I can. So I'm just gonna go for big ass assault here. Sending both battalions, trying to capture that. Hopefully they can do it without getting disrupted. Okay, both are committed. It's a big assault. Morale B. Almost 1,300 men. Yeah! 4 men to 49. So that was really overwhelming him there. This is what you probably need to be doing here to dislodge him. Okay, we got the tanks. How could they move? Start getting them down. What's this? These are like sort of reinforcements. Let's get them going through this gap. So we have some anti-tank guns here. Maybe start moving them up a bit. We don't want to be... we don't want anybody to see us. There's a visibility of 1 hex. So hopefully he won't see us, but we don't know what the visibility is going to be in 2 hours. We know it might be tomorrow's forecast, it says. So it's going to be visibility 1, man. I think they should be safe going in here. Okay, we do have some engineers. Let's start clearing some of these obstacles. All right, what can we do here? Do we have anything we can assault with? So he's got mass disruption. We haven't moved them. They cannot get in there without... Probably want to get them like they went historically. One Falcon's Jäger moving through here. We could sort of try and get him around. Let's do that. Mass disruption here, which is fine. We do have them. They can assault. I hope they can assault if I move them in. Ooh, this could be a pretty nasty assault. Almost 1,400 men. Oh, we got disrupted. Yeah, this is the danger. They have 14, so we can assault with at least 700 men. Lost 7 men. They took out 4 guns of the enemy. Those guys couldn't, but they can advance. We want to have speed. We want to have some speed here. It could be dangerous to advance too far, though. No, we'll just do it. We have them. They can exploit this. Why not? Do I have anything I can assault with 700 men here as well. Maybe they can do it. Do I have anything I can fire with? No. Maybe they can do it. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Ouch. 4 men killed. All right. 5 men, 3 guns, and 3 vehicles. So the Falcon's Jägers are pretty badass with the assaults. They have 14 there. 10 soft, 6 hard. That, I would say, was pretty successful. So the anti-tank guns, how far can they move? Pretty good movement there. We want to be careful here. Let's move them up a bit. They're horse-drawn, okay. So they're fighting there. They took that. They're advancing. Okay, what's going on here? So we can't really attack here. We're still... I don't want to exchange too much fire because we will attract American artillery on us as well. So I think we shouldn't fire. We should just wait. We should assault probably next turn. Then we shouldn't do anything. And I only have 1 unit I can assault with, and that force there is not disrupted, so we cannot really attack. These guys are not seeing anything up here. I wonder if they can move. No, they can't. So they're gonna have to wait there. I'm not gonna go for an assault. That's not gonna happen there. They have just too high defense. 70%, man. 8 soft. Yeah, no, they're gonna get disrupted immediately. They might actually get disrupted anyways, but that should conclude our turn. Yeah, no more artillery. Definitely no airstrikes. So what is this force here? Let's see what we got. 37 Panthers, man. We have some Pioneers in half tracks. This is where the good units are. Flak vehicles. We have those Panzer IVs with some flak. We have Jack Panzer IVs. 22. We have these badasses. Morale A. 750 men. Those... There's some Pioneers, mobile artillery, flak and more artillery, and ooh, King Tigers. 30 King Tigers. Ooh, all right. Okay. So let's just cycle through. First, yeah, I can actually fire with these, but okay, they do have some wood protection here, but I don't think it's possible. what do we got here? Forest. Yeah, they could. I guess they could attack this unit. Hopefully get them disrupted, but I don't think they will make it. I'm going to go with my first strategy there and just hope to get disruption on the enemy. Right, so we're going to end the turn. We're going to save it as Peiper. And we'll see. Yes, I got fast on. Oh, so otherwise it will just take forever. Okay, being hammered. We're going to counter battery fire from American artillery hitting our artillery. I saw that. So this initial attack should go well, and then we're suddenly going to get bogged down. Okay, we got disruption there. I saw it. Oh, that was good. Units clearing mines and rubble. Good. 5 artillery units unavailable. That's a lot. 1 out of 1 got back. Well, that means we didn't get that many disruptions, which is great. Those guys are back. They have morale D, though. They're pretty good on paper, but the morale is lousy. Oh, good stuff. Nice. Okay. What's going on? He's got disruption here now. Mass disruption. This is good for us. This is very good for us. Which probably means every single unit I can see is disrupted, which is great. So we should probably just launch attacks. And hopefully we will not get disrupted. So we're going to start off. This is a pretty good unit to isolate. So if these 2 battalions would go for an assault on this. If we're lucky, we don't get disrupted. So far, so good. 4 men dead. Okay, we didn't get it. Attack! 3 men to 38. Okay, we immediately stumbled upon some more trenches and more dug-in forces there. Interesting. Okay. And this little force should smash into that, and we will sort of cut these guys off. They're going to have to be forced to retreat. Don't know how damage they are, but we're going to go for an attack. We're going to use the tanks too. They have assault 12. This could be dangerous, though. We're going to be hit by 2 units. We'll see how that goes. Oh, he didn't get any opportunity fire. Attack! 4 men to 17. We didn't lose a tank either. That was good. That was good. So far, so good. Okay, we're going to go for a big attack here. Both these battalions would go in. Hopefully not get disrupted. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, 7 men to 74. Wow. Okay, there's a force here. What are we gonna do about this? This is a stream here. There's a medium bridge. He's disrupted. We need to clear the road for our force to smash through here. So how to push them away? I want to use the 12th to make a corridor here. So we might want to use Falconsjägers for that. They are a bit more. Let's get that unit down. Took 3 casualties. We could soften that force up a bit before we attack. And those armored cars are there. Let's see if we can go to Mandofeld. Let's see if these guys can move out. Look at that. We stumbled upon the 106th Infantry Division headquarters. Nice. Let's see. We don't know. We'll just weaken them a bit. We do have these 27 anti-tank guns, man. I can move and deploy. Could be very dangerous, though. He didn't fire at me. Now he did. But we can fire with them next turn. I think I want to go for an assault anyways here. We probably should go for an assault anyways. We need speed here. Yeah, let's just examine this a bit. Let's just do artillery assets first. They will take more damage now that they are out of the trench. But this is a dangerous unit. So we're going to concentrate on hitting them. Get that unit disrupted. So we also have those guys there. Well, there's lots to do in this turn. I'm going to end it here, and we're going to pick up the action in the next part and continue this relentless assault. The Peiper is paid, man. We'll see if we can pull it off. It looks very hard. 5,000 points for Major. That's going to be... We're at 80 points, man. Turn 2. So it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be a tough fight for sure. We're gonna have to work meticulously to isolate and destroy units to get the maximum amount of points in this one. We'll continue next episode. So I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you in that one.